Morning, my lovelies. Barbara here with your one card reading for the week ahead. I say one card actually. Maybe slightly different today. I'll tell you the reason why in a moment. Hope you had a great weekend. I certainly did. I was teaching tarot on Saturday. Fantastic intermediates, superb student. Love teaching tarot. Well, I love teaching anything really. And yesterday met with a load of the girls, what we call our spiritual ladies. They're all girls that I used to run a development group, and they used to come, and we sort of kept friends ever since. So we had a lovely meal out. Very nice place we went to. Caught up with each other, caught up on the gossip, caught up with babies, such like. Fantastic. So I hope you had a great weekend too. So this week, like I said, slightly different today. So the deck I'm using is the Pagan Ways Tarot. Here we go. Massive, massive box. Very shiny. Everything's shiny in this this deck. The book that comes with it is like, I haven't even looked at the book, but it's like this big, ginormous. And the cards themselves, so yeah, I keep saying this every week. I really must do some reviews. I will at some point when I've got time. The cards here quite flimsy and everything. Triple goddess on the back. You notice I'm holding up 2 cards. Very relevant. So let's look at the week ahead. Now, the first card that I actually drew is the 10 of Wands. Now, you can see it's quite a dark looking card. It's not dark as in, oh, it's dark. Ooh. Not that type of dark. It's just dark. You know, the whole picture of it. And in this deck, they actually name them at the bottom, and they called it oppression. Is that a good, no, is that a good description of the Wands, you know, 10 of Wands? Well, I suppose it could be, but it isn't. It's quite positive, this card. It's a 10, you know, and it's usually, regardless of what deck, it's usually a guy struggling, and that's the whole point. Now, if they put struggle down there, I would have, yeah, said it's more likely. Oppression gives the, you know, the impression that you're like under a stone and people are pushing down on you, which of course is part and parcel of the 10 of Wands, because the 10 of Wands is about struggle, about you getting there, and that's the whole point. You know, oh God, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Yeah, you can. You're at the end of your journey. You know, if you think about a 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, which is a new beginning. So, you know, it's almost like you're nearly there. You're about to put your foot over the line. But, you know, I tell you what this reminds me of. There we are. Analogy. I can remember I was the fastest of 100 meters at school, but could I do 800 meters? No. Couldn't manage 800 meters because I always tried to go too fast. So, and I can remember one time, like I was ahead of everybody and I just collapsed before I got to the finishing line. And that's a bit like this card. It's like, go a bit slower, take things gently, don't give up. That's what's important. And it's, you know, if you look at this guy here, I'm going to put it, it's difficult because it's a very shiny card. I said it's very dark. He's here. He's managed to get through all that rubble. Now, you know what it's like walking on stones and rubble and things like that. It's hard work. And this week you may find that there's certain aspects of this week that you are going to find as a struggle. Keep going. Don't give up. If you're thinking about giving it up, give it at least another week just to see if you're absolutely sure, because you are very near there. Now, the exciting thing about this card, apart from it being a 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1, new beginning. If you look at this one, do you see the sky here? Now, it's not coming out very well in the light here, but it's actually not a grey sky. It's got bits of blue peeking through. And I'm looking out my window here. I've got exactly the same sky out there. It's overcast, in between little specks of blue here. It will get brighter. The thing is with February is one of those months that it's sort of, the weather is really changeable, but there's that little spark of life. I've got a tiny patch of ground outside which I planted a load of daffodils. They're nearly out. The snowdrops are out in various places. You know, spring is peeking her head through, and that is so relevant, because you think March the 20th is Ostara, and the card that jumped out, so I said today we've got 2 cards, is, I can't believe this, Ostara. Look at the difference. I'm going to compare the colour between the two. So this is how you're feeling, or you're going to be feeling this week, but this is what it can lead to. Just giving yourself that little bit of push and say, yeah, I'm not going to give up this week. I'm not. Now, I'm not going to say you're necessarily going to win whatever you're struggling with, but going that a little bit further will set the pace and set the future ready for Ostara in March. I mean, look at that amazing, oh, it's just superb. I mean, they've got loads of duffs here. I mean, mine are nearly out already. Look at the gold, look at the difference. I've got to show this. Look at the difference in the sky. The Queen of Swords is all about logic and communication. But look at her, look at how she's like, her sword herself is, I'm going to put my card down. She's like this. Yes, she's got a barrier up, so she's protected, but she's also open in that respect because the sword isn't raised, ready for attack. So you are protecting yourself. So this is not just for a week. This is for the next few weeks ahead. It's not, you know, it's what did I say? What's today? 13th, isn't it? So it's just over a month. You know, there's only 28 days in February anyway. So what you do this week will open up the huge possibilities for next month. Okay, we all like things to happen instantly. It's why people buy instant lottery tickets and things like that. Doesn't always work that way. This week, push forward. Don't give up. That can be your result, but it's going to take a few weeks to get there. This is you at the moment, but remember, you have this little bit of blue sky. Things are a little bit hidden at the moment, but remember, with the Queen of Swords, that logic will come through. And if you look how they've actually depicted it here, much as I'm not that keen on these sort of cards, you know, sometimes they're really, really good. This is a bit sort of bitty, as anyone can say, but they've got the perfect analogy, how they've drawn this amazing golden, and I'm going to say sunrise, absolutely, bearing in mind it's Ostara, which is all about spring and, you know, growth and things like that. Just trying to see, because it's even though it's quite, oh, hello, she's playing a harp. Didn't even realise. And now that's unusual for I've never seen that in the Queen of Swords. Let me know if any of you have got a deck that shows her playing a harp. Well, she's not playing it, it's just leant against her leg. Oh, now, oh, Mrs. Oh, those of you who are old enough to remember Frankie Howard. Oh, Mrs. Oh, dear. Struggle. This is going to give you the time to learn something that you've always wanted to learn. So if you've always wanted to learn the harp, learn the harp, or playing the guitar. Or it doesn't have to be music-led, but it will give you that enjoyment that, oh, I've got time for myself. I am no longer oppressed. But you've got a month to wait for this one. So have a great week ahead. Push forward. Don't give up. Do you know, every time I do this, I keep saying, I keep saying it. I keep saying this. But every time I do this, I think of Doctor Who in, Blink. Anybody who's watched Doctor Who, David Tennant, Blink, he goes like this. Anyway, slight tangent there. You can tell I'm feeling quite hyper today and ready to roll. So this week, keep going for that in a month's time. Fantastic. See you soon. Bye for now.